Hey, I'm Joel Jamieson.
And I'm Howie Clark.
And this week's episode of 8 Weeks Out TV, we have Matt the Wizard Hume and Bibiano Fernandes joining us. All right, so we're here today at AMC Pancration, the legendary, what is the oldest MMA gym in North America?
Oldest gym in North America, MMA gym, and second oldest in the world.
It's awesome, and there's so much history here. I'm grateful to be a part of it. We have Bibiano Fernandes, who is training for an upcoming fight, and as a special treat, we're going to follow him all the way over to Manila, Philippines, and give you guys an inside look into what actually happens behind the scenes of the fight and what it takes to get ready. And of course, we have Matt's going to be there as well, so we're going to film the whole thing and take you guys there. So I just want to thank these guys for coming on and taking a minute to talk to us. And really, I just want to get some information for you guys out there about a couple things. First is, Matt's really renowned as the best strategist, the best game planner, I would say, in the MMA business today, and with there's good reason he has that reputation. So maybe have him just give you a minute to his thoughts on how he approaches game plans, and then Bibiano's, and then you very unique fighter in the way he approaches his fights and his mental strategy and approach going into the games or going into the fight. So we're going to get to see more of that as we get closer to the fight. But I just want to have these guys talk to everybody on the site, everybody out there about how they how they go about getting ready for a fight. So maybe you can just tell us a little about it. I know you said the ideal plan is to have no game plan to be a perfect fighter, but until that happens.
That's the goal. We train in every aspect. AMC is best known for being well-rounded. So all our fighters, we have world champions in every combat sport. We're the only gym in the world that has world champions that were actually built in this gym from day one, and have become champions from the amateur ranks on up to the top level in professionals: boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, submission wrestling, mixed martial arts. So when we train our fighters in all those aspects, every fighter gets trained in that aspect. We're not specialists. And the goal is to be the best in every aspect. When you're the best in every aspect, you really don't need a game plan. But game plans make fights easier. So we still game plan as well as training to make that perfect fighter. And the game plan really at that point is just based off of your opponent's weaknesses. So we're going to watch video, we're going to break it down, we're going to see where their weaknesses are, what their tendencies are, and then we're going to attack those tendencies and weaknesses, and then just get a feel during training of how to get to that, how to get to their weaknesses and tendencies.
You're a couple weeks out from the fight now, and you obviously, you listen to Matt's game plan and he coaches you. What is your mindset? What do you think about when you get ready for a fight? And we're, just a couple weeks away from getting ready to leave.
When be ready for the fight, I try to understand my coach and I try to listen here, what he try to tell for me doing, and I try to understand his mind. And I believe everything is mental, right? I believe my coach try to tell me, oh, Bibiano, do this, or be careful for that. And I try to listen. I try only to listen, but I try to understand my coach. I try to understand his mind, because I believe everything is mental, you know what I mean? And I say, okay, I understand now. In 2 days I have the training, and I spar a little bit, I can take the guy down, and then he show me. And I take it down the guy, but because I'm very mental fatigue, but I understand his mind, I can see, I can take it out. For this, I believe fight is a lot of mental, but you need a lot of strategy, and you need to be, say my coach say, you have to come in perfect everywhere. And for this, I'm here with Matt, because I believe in him, the best coach in the world today for MMA.
You obviously are selective with the guys that you work with, and you have your guys you could fight pretty much, or even pick anyone you want to train, you could train. What makes Bibiano, someone that you're willing to work with and someone that you bring down and let train with us?
Well, Bibiano's got incredible skill, but that's not why he's here. Because if someone has incredible skill and world champion level abilities like Bibiano has, but they don't have the right attitude, then I don't want him here messing up the gym. So the reason Bibiano's here is because he's a good person, and along with all those other skills, that makes him the champion. That makes him a multiple times world champion, and someone who not only is a multiple times world champion, but because of his attitude, someone that I can make even better than when he showed up here.
So really, it's not just the skill set. Obviously, it's the mental attitude that comes with those skills, whether or not they can do something with them.
It's the person first. We want to keep the environment in here, an environment for champions to train and families to train. We have both here at AMC, so it's just about creating that environment that's a nurturing environment for everyone to grow, and that I don't want to come to work and not enjoy being here. I don't want to even think of this as work. when I think of myself as being lucky that my hobby is now my living and that their hobbies are now their living, and we just come in here and enjoy ourselves and improve and get better and better and share that with the other people in here, and they have a good time learning and being involved, whether they're just going next door to Google or down the street to Microsoft to work, or whether they're heading over to Manila or wherever their fight is in the world for the highest level of competition.
I know you obviously come all the way down here from Vancouver to train and get ready for your fights. What's the biggest thing that you learn here that you don't learn elsewhere? What do you get from coming down here and training with us?
The energy. Same the coach said at the beginning, the energy here, when you come in here you can feel, you know what I mean? You can go everywhere, doesn't matter where you go, but you don't feel the energy, you know what I mean? You have a coach, you listen to coach. I mean here, I listen here, I'm not coach, you know what I mean? I'm a student here, I'm humble, and I try to learn my best I can, and I look up to my coach. I listen here, I believe here. For this I come down here because I believe here. I believe he have the skill, he have the mentor, he can guide me, okay, for making me champion. For this, I come down, I feel the energy, I can feel more secure, I can feel safe, you know what I mean? I can understand you here. For this, I come down here.
All right, let's change gears for a second. I know Matt has been involved with ONE FC for a while now, and a lot of people in the U.S. aren't familiar with ONE FC, but Bibiano is going to be fighting the interim championship over there, and it's obviously a quickly growing organization and taking over Asia. So maybe just give us your thoughts. I mean, you basically get a chance to build the company the way you want, working with who you want. I mean, what's your mindset going into building something like that?
And ONE FC, has skyrocketed from the time we opened up to now with a 90% market share in Asia. So it's 600 million people right now watching our broadcast, and 600 million homes, and by the end of the year we'll have over 1 billion. It's a huge market. It's the biggest market in the world. So going over, that said, going into that market, there's a lot of different cultures in Asia. It's not like coming to North America where everybody speaks English, and it's Canada and the U.S. and then trying to move into Brazil, where you've got one other language. It's multiple cultures, multiple languages, and roots of martial arts in each place that are different from the other ones. So we have to go over, when we go over there, we go into new markets every time, and we have to appeal to those markets. So fighters like Bibiano, everybody knows throughout the world. And so, he because of his greatness, he's going to appeal to all of those markets, but then we have to find stars in every market that are going to appeal to all the locals there too. And it's a challenge, but it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun, and so far we've been very, very successful with it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe not as many people are familiar with it in the U.S. yet, but I'm guessing that's going to change. And there's 1 billion people that are watching the fights over there. And I had the chance to go to the old Pride FC fights. That was at the Dream Fights K1, and this is going to be my first ONE FC fight coming up Manila. It's May 31st. May 31st. How can people watch the fights in the U.S.?
Yeah, people can watch the fights. Check the ONE FC website and the ONE FC Facebook. And there'll be information there on how to watch the website. Depends on where you're at in the world, whether you can watch it on free TV, whether you can watch it on the internet. But wherever you are, you'll be able to watch ONE FC.
And if you're from Canada, you're watching Fight Network. Always I watch
Fight Network. Nice.
Every time in Canada, I push TV there. Oh, Fight Network. Okay, I can keep watching. Yeah.
We're on Fox, ESPN, Star Sports now. We're in a lot of homes all over the world. So I don't know every single broadcaster by name, but check your listings there and check ONE FC's website to see where you can find it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like I said, we're going to be going over there to Manila. We're going to be filming Bibiano. We're going to talk about him getting ready for the fight. We're going to show you some backstage stuff as he gets ready, and we're going to see him take home the interim bantamweight championship. So stay tuned. If you guys are in the area, make sure and check out AMC's website, which is
amcmma.com, and our Facebook, AMC MMA.
All right, so thank you guys again for coming on, and we're going to cover some more of his training camp next week, and then we're going to see you after that in Manila.
Thank you. See you later.
Most coaches and athletes really don't understand what conditioning is or how to develop effective training programs to include it. And the truth is that conditioning is often the difference between winning and losing.
Conditioning seems to be given short shrift, and nobody speaks about it with confidence like he does.
I created the BioForce Certified Conditioning and Coach course to solve all these problems and more.
I've done tons of other certifications. Nobody does this.
I've put over 15 years of work and understanding to give coaches a step-by-step guide to maximize performance for each and every athlete.
I'm taking a lot with me, so I couldn't write fast enough.
And it was great. It really fit in well with my schedule.
Joel's information is so valuable.
With my clients, the results that I got were amazing. I never thought possible.
This is the key to winning. This is the key to success.
Just beyond my imagination.